Welcome back to timeline placement, and this time I've got three different long forms to rearrange. So I rewatched Prime Minister's First Day, and admittedly, this is my least favorite long form, and I think because of that, I ended up missing some key details. Originally, if you'll see my original two long timeline videos on YouTube, which you should still watch. Well, I mean, the second one anyway, because it's more up to date. But that I put the Prime Minister's First Day on the day that our current Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, was elected. Yeah. But after rewatching the long form, Sam said, as King Charles, that he'd only been reigning for about a month. And technically, King Charles has been reigning since Queen Elizabeth passed away, but I think it's safe to assume that Sam was referring to the coronation of King Charles specifically. And so, because of that, I have now put the Prime Minister's First Day in June 2023, which is a month after he was coronated in May 2023. And then if you've watched my timeline video, you know that I also put the long from a live stream that was streamed the day of that Keir Starmer was elected, on the day after the Prime Minister's First Day, because in that long form called the First Rounds on You, King Charles ends up dying, and I thought it was funny that if the events of the Prime Minister's First Day happened and then King Charles died the day immediately after. But I don't know if I should still keep that, but for now I have it just the day it was streamed, which doesn't necessarily do that much for timeline placement, except now it takes place after another live stream called live stream long form, the tragic miracle in cell 73, and before the lighthouse instead of after it. Though generally, that lighthouse is another one that I want to rearrange. But now on to the third long form that was affected by this placement. In the Prime Minister's First Day, in like literally the final scene, Prime Minister Brown, Tom's character, says, well, implies that the Scots have not rebelled yet, which makes sense, 2023. But you know what happens in 30 years before a Patreon exclusive live stream long form? The Scots rebelled. And that long form in question is the Woollen Warrior, which originally streamed last month on the 25th of April. And so originally I had this placed in like the year after Cotton Eye Joe came out, because that was the only modern indicator. But since I'm saying all the long forms take place in the same universe, I think now I'm thinking that now we have to take into account the Prime Minister's First Day. So now I have it in 2054, and the reason for that is it is stated that 30 years ago was when Scotland rebelled and gained independence, and in the Prime Minister's First Day it is stated that Scots haven't rebelled yet. So we know that the rebellion either happened after the Prime Minister's First Day or didn't happen in 2023 at all. And the following year, 2024, would be the year when the king dies in the First Rounds on You, which would be the perfect time to rebel. 30 years after 2024 is 2054, hence it being in 2054, which would put it after Inside the Mysterious Cube, but before the Patreon exclusive show, Patreon exclusive long form, The Case of Sergeant Sprinkles. And I'm very happy with this specifically. Well, I don't really care that much for the Prime Minister's First Day or the Rounds on You, but the Woollen Warrior only had like one modern day reference, and that's why I had it in the 90s. But like 2054 feels better, and I'm also a bit happy with this placement.